The men of Jackson State University knocked off Arkansas State by a score of 75-71. Okay. On the road, of course, because we're still out there on the road show or the Tiger Tour, okay, or whatever the hell you want to call it. We out there, okay. So I think it's only right and it's only fitting that I strike up the motherfucking band. Let go. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Shout out to the Boom, by the way. I want to see a lot of the Boom. I want to see the Boom at every home game this year. Can I get the Boom at every home game? Let's not miss a beat. Put in this request early. All right. Shout out to the Boom. But yes, we got it done against Arkansas State out of the Sun Belt. Out of the Sun Belt. All right. And you might say, well, why you celebrating this motherfucker? Because when we out here on this road tour and these kids having to travel all these goddamn games, ain't played a motherfucking home game yet. Okay. And we playing against these bigger schools with more funding and all that kind of shit. And Vegas had us losing this motherfucking game, and we ain't beat them since maybe the 90s or something like that. I think I might have heard so. We ain't beat them in a long time. Let me be safe. We ain't beat them in a long time. All right. I forget from the telecast when they said it was we last beat them. We ain't beat them in a minute. All right. So you motherfucking right, I'm celebrating. Okay. Yes. So let's talk about this past week in Jack State basketball, both the men and the women, okay? But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, share, put all of your people on it. Okay. So yeah, man, this is the last time I talked to you, Jack State University. The men that is of Jack State University knocked off Arkansas State by a score of 75-71. This was a dog fight in every sense of the word. And we came out on top with that mantra: 2 dogs, 1 bone. And we got that goddamn bone in this one, okay? Shout out to Mr. Ken Evans Jr. That boy on one. He had one game that was a brain fart. But other than that, that boy been on one this year, okay? And he's getting it done. He's getting it done in the post. He's getting it done from the mid-range. He's getting it done from tray ball. He went 2 or 4 from tray ball. He getting it done from the free throw line and went 12 or 13 from the free throw line, okay? He's being a go-to guy. He's being a go-to guy. Shit, we only had one other player in double figures, and that was Chase with 10 points. So we went through Ken, and Ken came through. Okay? Shout out to that goddamn King, okay? Also in this game, Romeo Mansell was back, okay? And that was big, okay? 8 points, 5 boards. Shit, 4 assists for Romeo. All right, but just having that King out there, you know what I'm talking about, with his height, you know, we still undersized, you know, but he's 6'9", if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", something like that. But he jumping out the goddamn gym as as was illustrated on that last play that Coach Mo drew up. I told you, Coach be drawing up some shit. I told y'all he runs some good shit, as you could see on that last play. Okay, the score was 73-71. Okay, uh, and of course they were trying to press, and they probably going for a steal. If they don't get a steal immediately, they were going to foul and put us on the free throw line. Okay, but Mo had Romeo at their free throw line, okay, had our other guys kind of back in like a triangular shape, kind of, and had them sprint forward. He had Chase screen Romeo's guy, okay, and Romeo's guy was kind of fronting him, okay, so we trying to stay between him and the ball being taken out of bounds, okay. So Chase screened that man, and then he ain't really try to fight through the screen. I guess maybe he thought somebody gonna switch with him. Romeo just went long, and he got that thunderous dunk to end that bitch. Okay. Beautiful play. Beautiful execution. Gotta love it. Okay. Uh this was a great win, man. Any single win that we get on the road going through this shit is a great win. But we got this win because of our continued efforts on the glass. All right, we had 12 second chance points in this game. We still been hitting the flow for loose balls. Okay, this team got something special. I'm still concerned about Colty. Colty was 1 of 5 from Trey Ball, 1 of 6 overall. Okay, he did hit the glass and give me 6 rebounds. Okay, I'm still asking for more of his guy. He can't just be a guy who just shooting the Trey Ball. He's a stocky kid. I've seen some athletic moves from him before. I think he can be a guy who can show and go and probably put it on the floor for me at least a couple of dribbles and get to the rim. Okay. But if he can come to the party, we sure enough gonna be on some good shit once we get up into SWAC play. Shout out to Mr. O'Neal. That king played with like 4 fouls for the longest. Okay. And that was big. That showed some discipline on his part. All right. But overall, man, this was a good goddamn effort by our guys. Okay. Of course, Ken was the one scoring the buckets. Okay. But how gritty our guys were on the defensive end. Uh, this was a chippy game. There was a little jawing, a little this and a little that and shit like that. But we got it done. We got it done. Now up next, we got Houston. Uh, that's gonna be a very tough one. Not only because it's on the road, but because that's a good goddamn program. They've been rolling. If I'm not mistaken, they're highly ranked right now. Shit, I think they're ranked like number 6 in the country as I tape. Yeah, they're ranked number 6 in the country as I tape, and they're a team coming out of the Big 12. All right, but make sure y'all check that one out and support the men's team. Okay. In terms of our ladies had a rough go of it since last time I talked to you. And no other way to put it, we got our ass whooped by Kansas State, 79-37. We shot the ball horrifically. That's probably the worst offensive display I've seen from our team since I've been covering us like this. Okay, shit, we shot 14 of 65 from the field. That's I'm rounding here where it's 22%. Okay. Angel led us in scoring with 12 points. She was 5 of 11. But Maya was 1 of 7. Daphne was 2 of 7. You know, all she do is attempt layups here. And she was 2 of 7 for 4 points. Tilly, who's the projected player of the year in the SWAC. So she got to come with it. She was 1 of 9 for 2 points. Kenfo Kashana was 1 of 6, 2 points. Madison Rochelle was 2 of 4 for 6 points. So she She's the only one looked like that was 50% from the field, her and Miss Layla Walker. So it was a bad outing, y'all. It was a bad outing. Ain't no way to sugarcoat that shit. But we're gonna have some of those. We're going to get some damn good teams out here on this road show. So we're gonna have some of those. Okay. You don't expect for them to be that lopsided. That was a severe beating. Okay. But I'm sure Coach Reed gave the ladies a good ass chewing, and we're gonna be back on it on nights like that when you don't have it at all offensively. To my you preach to your kids, to get after it defensively and let your defense create your offense and get you some easy things. Um, and so hopefully that's a lesson that we can uh, learn, and then going forward, if we have any nights like that when we just can't buy a basket, hopefully we just turn it up defensively and get it done. The next game for the ladies though will be at Oregon State. That's on December 9th. Okay. So make sure y'all check that one out. Okay. But again, shout out to the men's team for knocking off Arkansas State, and shout out to that boy Ken Evans. That youngin been a walking bucket. Been a walking bucket this year. And the commentator said something interesting. Let y'all real ones chime in on this. I'm probably gonna have to put this up as a poll. Okay. The commentator during the game said that Ken Evans is the best JSU basketball player he's seen since Lindsey Hunter. What say you? Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.